Gene Johnson are here and ready to help with our touch-free service. Being clean and safe are at the top of our minds. We're using gloves, masks, shoe covers, and lots of hand sanitizer. Our software allows us to get your approval without any physical contact. We hope you don't need us, but if you do, we're ready. Gene Johnson, clean, on time, and professional.
Tonight we're watching a Wesco 3A girls basketball. We're at the Keith Gilbertson Senior Sports and Fitness Center at Snohomish High School on this Friday night, and it's the Monroe Bearcats and the Snohomish Panthers. Hello everybody, Tom Lafferty along with Bill Kusler. Thanks for being with us here on STSPN.com. The Bearcats coming in at 0-4 on the season. The Snohomish Panthers at 4-1. And as we start getting set for the winter break, and then they'll resume after the Christmas holidays with Wesco 3A play. And Bill Kusler, Snohomish coming in at 4-1. They've been pretty impressive their first 5 games.
They really have played a really strong Linden Christian team. We're able to defeat them, had some good victories, and they've got a player that is the one to watch, I think, in the Wesco 3A this year. And look forward to watching her play.
Ella Gallatin is the player. In fact, Ken Roberts, who's told us a couple times on some of our radio broadcasts on KRKO, maybe the best player he's had as a coach here at Snohomish High School. And we're talking some there have been some good ones that have come through, that have played at every level.
Yeah.
Now, he didn't coach Milena Flores. Let's go back one step there.
Who played in the professional ranks.
In the WNBA,
yeah, exactly. But, having the Benson sisters and just a great amount of wonderful players that have come through the Snohomish programs. And so the fact that he feels about her so highly is really indicative of the talent that she has.
In fact, Ella Gallatin had 34 on Wednesday night in Snohomish's 76-62 win over the Kamiak Knights, and 34 is 4 off of Katie Benson's record of 38, which happened in 2009. The Monroe Bearcats, David Kopp is their first-year head coach. He was at Granite Falls for a couple of years prior to coming to the Monroe Bearcats, and they've just got some rebuilding built to do.
Yeah, and that's the challenge for a new coach to come in here, set his own program and what he wants to do, and sometimes it takes a while, but they'll come on. He's a really good coach, and I suspect that we'll see some tremendous improvement with that Bearcat program over the season.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups as they introduce them down on the floor for the Monroe Bearcats. Adria Lincoln, a 6'1 junior. Eden Moore, a 5'5 senior. Casey Lewis, a 5'9 junior. Brooke Burrows, a 5'8 junior. And Cassidy Scott, a 5'7 sophomore. For the Snohomish Panthers, their head coach Ken Roberts. Cheyenne Rogers, a 5'5 senior. Ella Gallatin, a 5'9 senior. Jada Andreessen, she had 3 consecutive 3 balls that went down in the first quarter the other night in the win over Kamiak, and just banged them right on down. 5'3", she's a junior. Catherine Green, a 5'10 sophomore, and Tyler Gildersleeve Stiles, a 6-foot freshman, and she is actually, they have Addison Gallatin in the starting lineup here in place of 1. We do have Gildersleeve Stiles, and then coming out is Catherine Green. So we'll give you the rest of those starters as they come out, the Snohomish Panthers and the Monroe Bearcats. And the officials tonight that will be calling this ball game will be Jeff Weatherby, the referee, and the umpires are Scott Campbell and Leslie Tidball. We'll take a break, come back with tonight's opening tip-off and game action. The Monroe Bearcats, the Snohomish Panthers, coming up next right here on STSPN.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Hot summers in Snohomish County lead to homeowners taking steps earlier each year to keep their home comfortable. If you're thinking about air conditioning for your home, now is the perfect time. Air conditioning costs hundreds less when installed with a new furnace. If you're unsure about the age or dependability of your home comfort system, our consultants will help you determine the best solution. Our experienced technicians make sure our customers are comfortable by keeping their heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical systems working well. But we believe comfort is more than that. We want you to have a comfortable buying experience, to be comfortable with our technicians working in your home, and on top of that, getting a value you're comfortable with.
Western Conference 3A girls basketball here on STSPN.com. Tom Lafferty along with Bill Kusler. Thanks for being with us. We're ready to go. The ball's going in the air. And we'll get underway with the Monroe Bearcats and the Snohomish Panthers. Monroe will be moving to our left in the black uniforms, trimmed in orange with white numbers as they move the ball around here in this opening possession. Brooke Burrows back to the basket, down to 16 on the shot clock. As they're working now, Cassidy Scott over the left side. Lincoln, Adria Lincoln, she's the one to watch for the Monroe Bearcats. Back it goes to Scott. 3 seconds to shoot. They're not looking, and Bill, you got it, court awareness.
Yeah, indeed, but also very impressive start for the Snohomish Panthers on defense, and no one from Monroe getting a look at the hoop at all.
And here come the Snohomish Panthers in their home white uniforms. Red numbers, red trim. Moving to our right, they're looking inside. Addison will get, check it, it's Gildersleeve Styles. I guess they did call a foul, but it'll be out of bounds to the baseline. And they'll inbound it here. Going down low, putting it up with the right hand. Gildersleeve Styles won't go. Battle for the rebound. And it's going to be turned over. It'll be Monroe Bearcat basketball.
Well, you can see that Gallatin is not just a scorer.
Right.
A beautiful feed inside.
They couldn't connect, though, to make the bucket go. And so a minute into the contest, and we're still tied at zeros. Eden Moore on the dribble. Give it inside. Off the window and in. Brooke Burrows puts it up and in. And the Monroe Bearcats have the first lead of the ball game at 2-0.
Nice little slice through the Snohomish defense and put the shot up, kiss it off the glass.
Offside rebound comes down. The shot was missed by Andreessen, who we mentioned hit her first 3 threes in a row the other night against Kamiak. This time the rebound, she's going to get fouled. Gildersleeve Styles will go to the free throw line, and the foul is going to be on Casey Lewis, her first personal foul, first team foul here in the first half. 6:35 to go. First quarter at the Keith Gilbertson Senior Sports and Fitness Center. The first free throw is no good. Tyler Gildersleeve Styles, a 6-foot freshman.
Yeah, Ken Roberts isn't afraid to play freshmen. He's done it throughout his entire career, really develop those kids as they moved forward in their careers.
Second free throw is no good. And Monroe will control, leading at 2-0, minute and a half into the contest. Eden Moore on the dribble. Gets a screen, and Moore will just take it to the rack and put it up and in. She just said, get out of my way. I'll just take it myself, and she does. Then she goes down hard, and she is still seated.
That was a really pretty move as she was able to wall the defender off with her body and just get that scoop shot up with her right hand. And yeah, she's got that huge knee brace on her left knee. I hope that that's not what is bothering her right now.
She's kind of bending at the waist now at the foul line. The official goes in, give her a couple of extra seconds to gather her wits, as she's going to have 2 shots coming up. The foul was on Andreessen, her first personal on the first team on the Panthers. And Twinkle Twinkle, I guess, is her song, because so she missed it. A 4-0 lead. Snohomish started slow the other night against Kamiak as well, and then got out to a big lead. Here comes, that's an air ball, a little too hard for Ella Gallatin. Down low to Green, turn around, Green won't go. And another rebound for the Bearcats.
Taking Snohomish a little bit of time to get going on offense, and you always wonder in a situation like this if they have taken Monroe a little bit lightly. Monroe is proving to be really tough here in the early going.
There's Gallatin with a steal. Outlet pass, Andreessen has it. Bounce inside to Green, off the window and in. Nice ball movement there, off the steal. And the turnover by Monroe, the steal by Gallatin, and cuts the lead in half, 4-2 Monroe. Moore brings it up. Nice change of direction. Lost her defender, Andreessen. Thinking that they need to get more people involved. Dribbling into the paint. Shot won't go for Adria Lincoln. And she gets fouled on the way down.
It was a great pick by Brooke Burrows coming in, and Gallatin trying to sneak by her and got caught up in the melee and set up that shot.
Catherine Green with the foul, her first personal second team foul. First free throw won't go there. The nice little contingent of fans here. Most of the boys team for this Panthers doing their best to distract the Monroe Bearcats. We've heard Twinkle Twinkle and Rudolph, so I couldn't recognize that one, but this one goes down, and it's a 5-2 ball game, 5:10 to play, opening quarter at Snohomish. Elevate, Andreessen won't go, and Lincoln grabs the rebound for Monroe. Bearcats coming in at 0-4 on the season. Snohomish at 4-1. Their only loss to Lincoln of Tacoma.
Snohomish really putting pressure deep in the forecourt.
And there was a steal there, an interception by Gallatin, but she stepped on the out-of-bounds line on the far side, so it'll be given right back over to Monroe with a fresh 30 on the shot clock.
Listening to the Snohomish high school kids over on the far side, it never ceases to amaze me as an elementary teacher how similar elementary kids are to high school kids.
They don't change much even if you add a few years on a few birthdays.
Nope.
Dribbling, Brooke Burrows has the ball knocked away by Gallatin. She's just a pest on the defense. Gallatin is, and there, kicked it away. Actually, ooh, I thought maybe it was touched on the way out of bounds by the Monroe player, but they'll retain possession with 11 on the shot clock.
I think Hallie Keller thought so too.
Yeah. They get it on the inbounds. Monroe with 8 to shoot. Looking around, down to 4, down to 3. Lincoln will put it up. Too hard off the side of the iron, and Gallatin said, let's go. And she can't catch it, and the ball goes over to the cafeteria. No, actually didn't. It stayed inside. It didn't go out into the hallway. We're going to have a timeout on the floor called by Snohomish. 4:09 to go in the opening quarter. It's Monroe 5, Snohomish 2. Back with more right here on STSPN.com.
We at Gene Johnson are here and ready to help with our touch-free service. Being clean and safe are at the top of our minds. We're using gloves, masks, shoe covers, and lots of hand sanitizer. Our software allows us to get your approval without any physical contact. We hope you don't need us, but if you do, we're ready. Gene Johnson, clean, on time, and professional.
We're ready to get back to action here. Low scoring almost halfway through this first quarter. Only 7 points on the board.
Good defense played by both ball clubs. Been very impressive, but Snohomish now going into full court press.
Yeah, trying to disrupt here, and then ball was knocked away, and they're going to say, nope. Out of bounds with it was Ella Gallatin. So Monroe keeps it. They'll keep the pressure on, though. Being disruptive, looking to pass it. Finally, they do. Cassidy Scott in backcourt. That was a screen and a half. Steal, Gallatin, bucket, good. We'll see that a lot tonight. A steal and a basket there with the left-hander, Ella Gallatin, on her way to play for the Eastern Washington Eagles, along with 2 players from Lake Stevens of the Snohomish County pipeline in women's basketball. Alive and well, heading over to Cheney. That's Hallie Keller.
Snohomish being really aggressive, not letting Monroe get anywhere near the hoop. And the shot clock again down to
3, 2, 1. Do they get it up? Nope. Well, that's 2 shot clock violations and then 1 that was just about a shot clock violation a little bit ago.
That went down to 1, yes. It's got to be really frustrating for Monroe on the offensive end. On the other hand, their defense has been really good, and they're not allowing Snohomish. Matter of fact, Snohomish down by 1. I think a lot of people thought that this might not be a very close ball game, but we've got a great ball game so far.
Gallatin with it inside, back out for an outside 3 ball, and down it goes for Cheyenne Rogers. And that'll give Snohomish their first lead of the ball game. Now Monroe will bring it up. Eden Moore on the dribble across the timeline. 2:49 to play. Opening quarter, 7-5 lead now for Snohomish. That's Moore putting on a dribble festival inside, going in for the lay-in, missed, partially blocked there by Gildersleeve Stiles. The second shot would not go, and it's going to be controlled by Gallatin out of backcourt, brings it in with the right hand, and the bucket is in.
That is so sweet when you can go up with the opposite hand under pressure like that and just kiss it off the glass.
2:22 to play in the opening quarter, and Snohomish has a 4-point lead, so equals the lead on the other end, but they're going to answer there with Casey Lewis with a little fadeaway 6-footer from the right side. Makes it a 2-point ball game. Snohomish 9, Monroe 7. 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Gallatin for a 3, no. And then I think they'll get over the back there. I think. Yeah, it's going to be Tyler Gildersleeve Stiles who picks up the foul there. She'll head to the bench. That's her first personal foul. And the 3rd team foul on the Panthers. Official says, Monroe, it's your ball. Somebody want it? They say, yeah, we'll take it. Just inside 2 minutes to play in this quarter. Just affecting things, disrupting things are the Snohomish Panthers defensively, and we're going to have a travel there. Just disruptive.
Well, Ken Roberts throughout his coaching career has really preached defense, and he's had a lot of really strong defensive ball clubs. His clubs don't always, score into the 60s and 70s, but, I've known a lot of teams that, will hold the defendants into the 30s and sometimes even into the high 20s.
Right, right. So you don't have to score 80 if you're scoring the other team, if you're holding the other team under 40. So that's what they've been doing. Bounce pass, back out. Nice ball movement there. There's work for the open shot. Gallatin, step through move by Gallatin, gets her own rebound though, taps it back out for an open 3 that's too long, no good by Rogers and controlled by Monroe. Here come the Bearcats. Eden Moore. Cheyenne Rogers on her. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul. Yeah, Cheyenne Rogers was just bothering her so much she just put up the forearm shiver.
Yeah, once again, it's just being so frustrated and finally just
get out of my way.
It's like going camping and just having gnats flying around your head the whole time. Just get it out of there.
Rogers, bounce it underneath. I don't know, we're going to have a reach-in foul here. Paige Hampton had, so Ken Roberts has rotated a whole bunch of players here in this first quarter, leading at 9-7, under a minute to play. And Addie Gallatin will throw it in. Out on top, Rogers, 3, too long. Rebound, McGowan for Monroe. 49 seconds to play here in the first quarter at Snohomish. Dribble around Burrows. Now to McGowan. McGowan has the ball knocked away from her. Grabbed by Gallatin. Feed forward to Gallatin. Sister to sister in the bucket. The lead is 4. Shot clock is dead. Inside, and then Ella almost had another steal. Carried it out of bounds though. We'll have a sub come in. Brianna Ulrich will check in. Addison Gallatin will have a seat. Looking to throw it in. Lincoln. Bring it up with the right hand. Ooh. The ball was knocked out of bounds by Snohomish. 17 seconds left in the quarter. Eden Moore gets it on the inbounds. She'll work around a screen. Change direction. Down to 8, down to 7. Bounce pass over to the left-hand side. It's up for a 2. That's good for Casey Lewis. Final shot of the quarter. It'll be Gallatin, launches and puts it off the window and no good. We will take a break. Our score after 1. It's the Snohomish Panthers 11 and the Monroe Bearcats 9. More coming up here from Snohomish on STSPN.com.
You can almost smell those fresh ground beans. Airfield Espresso at Harvey Field has been serving delicious cups of gourmet happiness for over 25 years. Excellent service and lasting relationships is their top priority. Stop in and experience the kindness and joy that exude from this special place, one cup at a time.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Snohomish with a lead, 11-9. They have the basketball to get underway. Bill, anything number-wise yet?
Nothing big. Casey Lewis has 4 points for Monroe. Ella Gallatin has 4 points for Snohomish. I've just been really impressed with Monroe at 0-4, but they've come out playing really strong on the road against Snohomish.
Gallatin top of the key. Swings it right side to Rogers. Back to Gallatin again. Looked at a 3. Rogers is open for a 3. It's down and good for Cheyenne Rogers. And opens up Snohomish's biggest lead of the game, up by 5.
Rogers' second three-pointer of the ball game.
Gives her 6 points in the game. And Monroe, they're going to have 10 seconds in backcourt.
Wow, that's 10-second violation, 2 shot clock violations, 1 close. Yeah, Monroe just having a lot of difficulty going against that Snohomish press.
Snohomish has won 3 straight. They beat Glacier Peak last week, beat Edmonds Woodway 70-43, and then on Wednesday night beat Kamiak 76-62. That game, Ella Gallatin with 34 in the game. She's got the ball here, puts it up, rims out, no good. But offside rebound, back up and in. That's Paige Hampton with the bucket. And she's got 2 points in the ball game, and the lead is 7 for Snohomish on their home floor. Here comes Monroe trying to answer. Off the window and in. They do answer. Nice move there. The bucket is up and in by Adria Lincoln.
Adria Lincoln, she took the ball over on the sideline and just made a nice move all the way into the hoop. Beautiful play.
And here's a, not sure a bad pass or just a bad try to catch it by Cheyenne Rogers. And Ken Roberts will send a couple of new players out there. Tyler Gildersleeve Stiles returns.
Well, they're just sending players in and out, trying to keep them fresh for that press, and it has been very effective.
Here's the Bearcats. Little 17-footer brings rain, but no points. A miss there by Scott. And up the floor, here's Gallatin, goes in, little stop move, turn around, puts it up, no good. Gildersleeve Stiles will miss it on the offside rebound, but she'll visit the stripe as she gets fouled on the way in. And this one's going to be whistled here on Cassidy Scott. That'll be her first personal foul and the fourth team foul on the Bearcats. First is good, Tyler Gildersleeve Styles. Lots and lots of potential. She made her debut the other night against Kamiak. She had gotten injured in the Jamboree a couple of weeks ago. Next one, clunks it off the front of the iron, no good. Who gets it? Well, Ella Gallatin almost got it, but it'll be Monroe basketball. They're going to bring some subs in. Monroe comes in. They've lost all their games. They're 0-4. Lost to Meadowdale 58-41 on last Thursday. They haven't played in a little over a week. Lost to Jackson 60-34 and lost to North Creek 61-42. Adria Lincoln, excuse me, Eden Moore on the dribble. She finds Lincoln. Little turnaround step, fade away, no. Gallatin with the rebound to Gallatin coming out of backcourt. Yes, they're sisters. Going in, here's a little jumper up to Ella Gallatin with the bucket off the window and in, and the lead is 8 points, biggest lead of the game for Snohomish.
It gives her 6.
And here comes Monroe. Disrupted dribble there. Burrows looks inside. They're looking for Adria Lincoln. Ball taken away. Ella Gallatin up the floor. Dump it down. Andreessen lay in good. From Gallatin to Rogers to Andreessen, the bucket is good. And a full timeout called here by David Kopp of the Monroe Bearcats. We step aside with 5:18 to play in the first half. The lead is 10 for Snohomish, 21-11. Back with more right here on STSPN.com. Bill Kusler, your old ball coach, Jack DeCover, would have liked that last fast break by the Panthers. Ball never touched the floor.
That was fantastic. Absolutely picture-perfect break. Now Snohomish is dropping out of their full court pressure.
And they have a 10-point lead, 21-11. Outside shot on the way. High arc by Casey Lewis. No points. Gets it back up, and she'll put that one in.
Sweet, sweet hustle under the boards to save that one out and cause the bucket.
4:50 to play first half. The lead is 8 for Snohomish. Panthers with the basketball, moving to our right in the white uniforms, red trim, and a foul called on the entry pass down low. It's going to be on Cassidy Scott. It's going to be her second. Is it on Scott or do they give it to 12 or 21?
I think it's Casey Lewis.
Okay, Casey Lewis gets it. He didn't put up the fingers in the correct order, but that's okay. Here's outside Andreessen. Won't go. Gildersleeve Styles with the rebound. Back out Andreessen. Shoot or shoot, but that one wouldn't go either. Missed a couple of 3 balls, and it'll be cleared out by Monroe. Bearcats basketball. Adria Lincoln kind of likes to use that right hand to push Cheyenne Rogers. Try to lose her, and then Ella Gallatin stepped in. I think maybe they're going to get Gallatin here. She kind of stepped in to help out defensively. Yep, 1-3 white. That'll be Ella Gallatin picks up the foul.
Adria Lincoln is really smooth. You know, she's 6'1", and yet just has some really nice moves inside and out.
First free throw is good, and she'll get another. She was Adria Lincoln, first team all-area, all-West Coast North selection a year ago. One of 30 invitees to attend the 2021 USA Women's U16 National Team Trials. Pretty good player. The kind of player you can build around if you're Dave Kopp at Monroe. Here's Andreessen, shoot or shoot. This one won't go. Ella Gallatin grabs rebounds. She gets it. A couple of dribbles on the boards and puts it up and in, and it's 23-15.
8 points for Gallatin now, leading all scorers.
Lincoln changes directions, kicks it back out. 3 on the way, top of the key, too hard, no good by Lewis. Rebound grabbed down by Snohomish. Panthers with it, outlet going in, laying good, Cheyenne Rogers. Rogers with the bucket, the lead is back to 10 points. Snohomish equaling their biggest lead of the ball game.
The way they move the ball, it's really impressive.
Lincoln just has the ball just stripped away. Outlet it goes to Rogers, Cheyenne Rogers. Bucket good. Go ahead.
Rogers 7 points in the quarter, 10 for the ball game, now leading all scorers.
And the Snohomish lead is a dozen at 27-15. Eden Moore on the dribble, trying to penetrate the Snohomish defense. To the right side, little step through move there. Denied by Burrows, back out on top. That won't go for Eden Moore. And here come the Panthers. 2.5 minutes to play. First half, 27-15, the lead for the Snohomish Panthers on their home floor. That's Ella Gallatin. She had no one to pass to. She had defenders in her way. She just elevates and puts it in. Rattles it home, and the lead is 14.
Her court awareness is really impressive.
And here come the Bearcats again. Coming up on 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Eden Moore. Turnaround, foul line jumper, too hard, no good by Burrows. Kept alive, back up. That won't go for Lewis. And here come the Panthers. Ella Gallatin swings it past right side. Rogers partially blocked there. Nice job on the block by Adria Lincoln. And Monroe will have the basketball. We're going to have a foul called. Ella Gallatin will pick up the foul. That'll be her second personal foul. I'm guessing I don't know. Ken Roberts going to replace her, or you just let her go?
I think you probably might want to get her out there with just 1:40 remaining in the half.
Dribbling Hope Keller, top of the key. Bounce pass to Lewis. That's McGowan. McGowan knocked away. Catherine Green then lost the handle on it. Give it to Gallatin, laying up and good.
Or you leave her in.
That's true. The lead is 16 points for the Snohomish Panthers. 1:15 to play in the first half. Another near steal. Cheyenne Rogers is going to be called for the foul. Today's game brought to you in part by McDaniel's Do It Best, by Fred's Rivertown Ale House, Airfield Espresso, and by American Family Insurance and Sally Petty from Monroe. Ella Gallatin will go to the bench. 1:07, give her a break, Bill.
Yeah.
She have a seat here.
Foul was on Rogers, her first personal.
This is Keller on the dribble for the Bearcats. Close off there defensively. That's the thing that Snohomish does so well, is they step out and play defense, even if it's not your man. A little foul. It's a Panther on the floor, but I think it's going to be a Panther guilty of the foul, and it's going to be on Brianna Ulrich. She picks up her first. That's a 7th team.
Well, if it's the 7th,
it should be
fouls. Should be a 1-and-1.
Foul shots, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
There we go.
They'll get that all corrected, and here we go. And foul line. Actually, Adria Lincoln knew that. She was already standing there. Give me the ball, I'll shoot it. So Lincoln at the foul line. 51.1 seconds to play in the first half. First free throw is good for Lincoln.
If I were Lincoln, every time I heard the whistle, I would just run to the free throw line and hope that nobody noticed.
And she rattles home the free throw.
5 for 6 from the line is Lincoln.
And I think we're going to have a sub come in. And so it'll be Snohomish basketball, 51.1 seconds to play in the first half and a 31-17 lead. Andreessen brings it up to Addie Gallatin, to Andreessen again. Bounce pass to Green, back to the basket. Alpha Rogers elevates, 3-ball. Pass or a shot. I think it was a shot, but it was a miss. Then outside for Andreessen, she misses. Addie Gallatin grabs the rebound, gives it to Catherine Green, back out to Andreessen. Dribble drive, pull-up jumper, won't go. Gets her own, almost, no, she does not get her own rebound. It's going to be taken by Reese Bingham. Lots of good looks there for the Snohomish Panthers. None of them would go down. Shot clock is dead. 11 seconds to play into the quarter. A little runner that will not go for Bingham. Down to 6, down to 5. Up the floor they come. Andreessen feeds Catherine Green. Can't handle it. Ball goes out of bounds. And with 2.2 seconds to play in the half, it'll be Monroe basketball, but they have to go the length of the floor.
Yeah, tough shooting night for Andreessen. She's capable of hitting all those shots, but just not going down for her tonight.
Looking for the inbounds. They're going to go length of the floor. Well, will it work? No. Turn around. It's going to be an air ball. No good by Casey Lewis. We are at halftime here at Snohomish High School, the Keith Gilbertson Sports and Fitness Center. And our score at the half, it's the Snohomish Panthers 31, the Monroe Bearcats 17. Stay with us. Thanks for being with us on a Friday night here on STSPN.com.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Hot summers in Snohomish County lead to homeowners taking steps earlier each year to keep their home comfortable. If you're thinking about air conditioning for your home, now is the perfect time. Air conditioning costs hundreds less when installed with a new furnace. If you're unsure about the age or dependability of your home comfort system, our consultants will help you determine the best solution. Our experienced technicians make sure our customers are comfortable by keeping their heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical systems working well. But we believe comfort is more than that. We want you to have a comfortable buying experience, to be comfortable with our technicians working in your home, and on top of that, getting a value you're comfortable with.
Introducing Cord, the new recruit. Our Seattle area plumbing company just keeps on growing. Every day, every job, every person is a champion on our team. How we support each other to support our customers is changing the game.
Hey, Gene Johnson Plumbing and Heating, Corey here. How could it possibly be this great to work for a plumbing company? Gene Johnson Plumbing really sets the bar. They are trend setting the nation for a plumbing company. My wife, in the first time in years, wants to bake and cook for my team. Gene Johnson Plumbing is my new plumbing home away from my own, and I will stand by that until I retire. I'm happy.
Experience respect, pride, and appreciation for doing great work.
You can almost smell those fresh ground beans. Airfield Espresso at Harvey Field has been serving delicious cups of gourmet happiness for over 25 years. Excellent service and lasting relationships is their top priority. Stop in and experience the kindness and joy that exude from this special place, one cup at a time.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Tyler and Matt, water lines.
Hey, how you doing? We're here in the U District on a Thursday, replacing all the buried galvanized that's in the line.
Each of our homes depend upon their connection to water and sewer.
Hey, we're under the porch, putting in all new PEX, replacing all the galvanized, including the hose bib.
Over time, these lines age, change, and break down.
We're making our last connection. That's capping an old galvanized water line, and we should be done for the day.
Our water line team can help to make sure your connection runs smooth, healthy.
Welcome back to the Keith Gilbertson Senior Sports and Fitness Center on the campus of Snohomish High School. Western Conference 3A girls basketball, and it's the Snohomish Panthers leading the Monroe Bearcats 31-17. Tom Lafferty along with Bill Kusler. And Bill Kusler, why don't you take a look at the first half numbers?
Yeah, for the Monroe Bearcats, they're led by Adria Lincoln with 7 points, 6 points for Casey Lewis, 2 points apiece for Eden Moore and Brooke Burrows to give them their total of 17. For the Snohomish Panthers, they're led by Ella Gallatin with 12. Cheyenne Rogers has 10. And then 2 points apiece for Jada Andreessen, Addison Gallatin, Catherine Green, and Paige Hampton. Tyler Gildersleeve Stiles has 1. So Snohomish put 7 players in the scoring column there in the first half. Monroe came out, played really strong for the opening quarter, almost a quarter, and then Snohomish began to assert their will with the full court press, got a bunch of fast break points, and has been able to pull away a little bit at 31-17.
Today's game brought to you in part by GS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, by Gene Johnson Plumbing, by the Washington Officials Association. We need your help. And a reminder to hit that like button on YouTube and on Rumble. And a special shout out to Seattle Hill Dentistry. Kwong Hong, Doctor of Medical Dentistry. Give them a call for all of your medical dentistry needs at 425-225-5152. Seattle Hill Dentistry. We'll come back, have the second half tip-off coming up. 31-17, Snohomish leading Monroe. Back with more on STSPN.com. Here we go, the Snohomish Panthers leading the Monroe Bearcats here as we get underway in the second half of action here in Snohomish on this chilly Friday night. Everybody out of school now as of today, so they'll be off the next couple of weeks. Snohomish will be playing in a tournament down at Silas High School in Tacoma. If you're thinking, where's Silas High School? That's the old Wilson High School. Then they reopened against Archbishop Murphy on the 3rd of January. That'll be a doubleheader here at Snohomish High School of the boys and the girls, both playing against Murphy on the 3rd.
Don't you think instead of renaming the high school, they should have just named it after Brian Wilson?
Of the Beach Boys. Yes. Here's a fadeaway. Joe up and good. Banker good. And by Cassidy Scott. Or Dennis the Menace's neighbor, Mr. Wilson. So swing it over left side. Here's Ella Gallatin. Her little fadeaway with the left hand won't go. And another rebound for Monroe. Grabbed by Cassidy Scott. The lead is 12 for Snohomish. That'll be Eden Moore with the dribble. With that big brace on her left leg. To Lincoln. Nice change of direction, then going in. It's going to be partially blocked there by Gallatin. Second one won't go. Gallatin gets it. Outlet pass to Rogers going in. Lets the defender go by and lays it up and in.
That's 3 fast break buckets for Cheyenne Rogers off of excellent passes up court.
And the lead is 33-19, 14-point lead. Snohomish is led by as much as 16 in this ball game. Eden Moore just likes to put out her arm to give herself some space. We're going to have a pushing foul away from the basketball. Then I think this is going to be Andreessen. Yep, Jada Andreessen picks up the foul. Her second personal, first team of the second half against the Panthers.
Snohomish actually kind of struggling to shoot from the outside in this ball game, but have been able to get enough inside shots and lay-ins to build this lead.
Looking to throw it in. They get it to Scott. Closed off at the baseline, intercepted. Grabbed by Gallatin. Outlet Rogers. Back to Gallatin, yes. Give and go, back up and in. Ella Gallatin, nice ball movement, team play there between Gallatin and Rogers.
Well, Rogers is saying, you fed me for about 3 lay-ins in a row. It's my turn to turn about as fair play.
And they've been playing together for a long time. Both are seniors. Ella Gallatin will play at Eastern Washington next year. Cheyenne Rogers and her sister, both soccer players too. You know, when we watch Cheyenne Rogers play, you can tell she's a soccer player the way she plays defense. She kind of sidles up and kind of goes sideways rather than confront, just change the direction of the person. Here comes Snohomish, leading at 35-19, equaling their biggest lead of the game. Errant pass is knocked out of bounds by Cassidy Scott of the Bearcats. Dave Kopp is their first-year head coach at Monroe. He was at Granite Falls for several years prior to taking the gig with the Bearcats up on the hill. Gallatin goes to Gildersleeve Stiles, back out. Rogers elevates, won't go. And Addie Gallatin, that one won't go. Gildersleeve Stiles standing on the out-of-bounds line, and it'll be Monroe Bearcat basketball.
Fun contrast in defense. Monroe's gone the whole way with a 1-2-2 zone. Snohomish playing man-to-man throughout the entire ball game.
Monroe will host Redmond on Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Then they'll host Everett on the 27th. So they've got a couple of games, and here's a steal. Taken away, going in, lay-in, good. Ella Gallatin. Does she have any outside shots, or have they all been lay-ins? Seems like they've all been lay-ins. 37-19, the lead is 18 points for the Snohomish Panthers. Cassidy Scott. Give it to Lewis. Back out to Moore. 9 on the shot clock. Bounce pass in the corner. Down to 6, down to 5. They're not looking. Back out they go. 3, 2, 1, and that will be that. And they will not get a shot off. That's 3 of those tonight, Bill.
Yeah, they just, partially, well, a lot of it is the Snohomish defense, but part of it is they just don't seem to know where they are in the shot clock, and they have to be aware. The coaching staff needs to be shouting out those numbers.
Oh, that's where your teammates on the every person, all 8 girls there should be screaming 3, 2, 1. So here we go. Snohomish with it, leading 37-19. Ella Gallatin. Bounce pass over in the corner. Ball's going to be knocked away there by Eden Moore, but Gallatin grabs it back, and then a pass is intercepted by Scott. As they'll work it to the baseline to Lincoln. Back out for a 3 ball on the way. Too hard, no good. A miss by Burrows. Outlet pass. Kind of sandbagging there was Rogers. Goes in, a step through move, won't go. Gets her own rebound. Out at the wing, and they'll reset the shot clock here.
Snohomish has a lot of offensive boards.
Rogers looked at the 3 ball. They swing it back out to Rogers again. This 3 will rattle off, no good. Back up and off the window and in. Lindsey McClellan with the bucket, and the lead is 20 points for Snohomish.
8 different players have scored for the Panthers.
39-19, 3:45 to play in the 3rd quarter. That's Moore. And then Scott to Lincoln. Looking down low. Now she'll start to try to back in, and Ella Gallatin says, I'm sick of watching you dribble the basketball. I'm taking it away from you. I'm going the other end, and I'm going to lay it up and miss it.
Did you see her accelerate, though?
I know.
Holy moly, she's fast.
Yeah, that's in an IndyCar. You hit that nitrous button, and bang, she went down there, but she missed, couldn't finish that time. Eden Moore. That's Scott. And then Lewis. Lewis looks, she'll turn and face, then bring it down, puts it up, partially blocked there by Rogers. And here comes Gallatin out of backcourt, feeds it nicely forward for the lay-in, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. McClellan with the miss of the nice feed. We have a whole host of, we haven't had a whistle in a while, a whole bunch of subs will check in. Too many to mention here. We'll give them to you as they go along if they touch the basketball.
Well, Snohomish with obviously a strong bench, and boy, when you can give that many players that much rest, you can really wear down a team in the second half.
Dribble to the baseline.
Ooh,
Gallatin
nice.
had nicely taken away on the block. The little pull-up that will rattle off, no good by Brooke Burrows.
Too bad she didn't score on that.
Yep.
Great play on the defensive end.
And now Gallatin with it. To Green. Andreessen elevates. That 3 won't go. She's 0 for the outside the arc tonight. And Monroe will get the basketball. Coming up on 2 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter, and a reach-in foul on Andreessen. A little frustration there. I think she's frustrated that the 3 balls aren't going down like they did the other night against Kamiak.
Yeah, she had 23 in that ball game. Hit a bunch of big ones early.
Yeah, Ella Gallatin and Jada Andreessen combined for 57 points of Snohomish's 76 on Wednesday night here in a non-league game. Wesco 4A, 3A crossover. Swing it right side. No, won't go. Maya Paxton with that miss. Oh, nice pass. Gallatin hits Andreessen. One hand, left hand, leading forward bounce pass. Whew. That looks like Bill Kusler in his prime. The prime was a long time ago. Going in, laying up, no good by Andreessen, foul called.
You don't know, my prime might be right now.
That's right. That's true.
Or not.
You're sitting up here in the stands, though. Yeah. Our director, Todd Elvig, had dental surgery today from Seattle Hill Dentistry, and we're making him laugh now. He says, it only hurts when I laugh and smile and cough.
Oh, yeah, and he thinks telling us that is going to make us not try to make it laugh.
That's right. The foul had been whistled on Eden Moore. A couple of misses there by Andreessen at the foul line. And here is Ella Gallatin, step-through move. Goes around the defender and in. That right there is why she's playing at Eastern.
18 points for Gallatin here, still in the 3rd quarter.
43-19 the score. Coming up on 1:15 to play in the third quarter. Monroe Bearcats in the black uniforms, trimmed in orange and white, moving to our right. They have the basketball. 11 on the shot clock. Maya Paxton, and then going through, just taking the ball away. Outlet pass it goes. Up the floor to Andreessen, lays it up. That is Ella Gallatin with the bucket off the pass from Andreessen, made possible by Brianna Ulrich. Good defense. 45-19. Down to 45 seconds to go. I'm guessing Brianna Ulrich's brother is Braden, who the 4-time All-Wesco linebacker.
Cassidy Scott, nice follow on her own shot to put it in. Way to stay with it.
About a 6-second differential from the game clock to the shot clock. 21 to shoot here for Snohomish. Gallatin on the dribble. Puts it to Andreessen, left side. 13 to shoot. Offside, nice court awareness to know where Brianna Ulrich is, and the bucket is good, and it's 47-21. Down to 9, down to 8 seconds to go. Bring it up here is at Lincoln. Down to 3, down to 2. Turnaround, nice move there by Lincoln. Puts it up and in, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter here at Snohomish, where the Snohomish Panthers on their home floor lead it 47-23 over the Monroe Bearcats. The fourth quarter coming up right here on STSPN.com.
You can almost smell those fresh ground beans. Airfield Espresso at Harvey Field has been serving delicious cups of gourmet happiness for over 25 years. Excellent service and lasting relationships is their top priority. Stop in and experience the kindness and joy that exude from this special place, one cup at a time.
We at Gene Johnson are here and ready to help with our touch-free service. Being clean and safe are at the top of our minds. We're using gloves, masks, shoe covers, and lots of hand sanitizer. Our software allows us to get your approval without any physical contact. We hope you don't need us, but if you do, we're ready. Gene Johnson, clean, on time, and professional.
We're having a good time tonight watching Wesco 3A girls basketball. The Monroe Bearcats and the Snohomish Panthers. Got the whistle sound there, kind of get the clock reset and ready to go here to start the fourth and final quarter. 47-23. Who's leading scorer in this little affair so far?
Gallatin has 20 points. I don't think we're going to see her for the rest of the night. Snohomish has had 9 players score already, and we should see some subs coming in and see how many different players for Snohomish can hit the scoring column.
Addie Gallatin, top of the key, bounce pass to Green, turn, face, put it too hard off the window, no good, gets her own rebound. That'll reset the shot clock. Bullet pass down to the left side, nice ball movement there, blocked in there by Adria Lincoln. Back up with the left hand, no good by Gildersleeve Stiles. Couple of good looks, a couple of good defensive plays by Monroe. No points on the end, but it was entertaining nonetheless. And Monroe will have it. Back to the basket there is Hallie Keller. To Lewis. Lewis starts the dribble. Swinging around left side to Burrows. So much playing good defense. Down to 7 to shoot. Keller puts it in off the window and in. Woo. Nice looking shot there for Hallie Keller. And it's 47-25. So much by 22.
That was so sweet. You usually see that scoop shot way closer to the basket, but she was able to connect on it from outside.
Snohomish just working the perimeter. Now they'll go down to Green. Turns and puts it up and in. Just turns and puts it in, and it's 49-25. Snohomish up big here. Hallie Keller. And the ball knocked away. I think partially blocked there by Green and picked up by Gildersleeve Stiles. And Addie Gallatin will bring it up to Green. Back to Addie Gallatin, shoots from the top of the key, offline right, no good. And a rebound grabbed by Brooke Burrows of Monroe. Lincoln Adria Lincoln takes it to the baseline. Will kick it over to left side. With the shot missed by Burrows. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Snohomish. Monroe keeps possession. And Paige Hampton will check in for Snohomish. Catherine Green will sit.
This is how you build good teams. You build a lead, and then you get your entire bench with a lot of playing time.
Looking to throw it in. Keller. I think she was going to pass it to one of her teammates who didn't want it. So Keller will get it back. And then this time this bounce pass will be taken away by Hampton. Addison Gallatin out of backcourt. Gildersleeve Styles, little spin move, puts it up off the glass and in. The sky hook by Tyler Gildersleeve Styles. And it's 51-25.
A freshman post with that kind of footwork already.
Yeah.
She's going to be good someday.
Yeah. Looking down low. They go to Adria Lincoln off the glass and in. She's a good player.
11 points now for Lincoln.
51-27 the score. Inside 5 minutes to play in the game. Coming up, we'll have our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game here at STSPN. Looking for a bounce pass to Hampton. And Keller tried to get it. Grabbed by Addison Gallatin again. No over and back there. They'll go to Gildersleeve Styles. She's triple teamed. Somebody's got to be open. It goes to Hampton off the glass. Won't go. She'll have to earn him at the strike. Couple of shots coming up here. It's going to be called on Brooke Burrows. That's her first personal foul. Only the second team foul. 2 team fouls each. Very cleanly played second half here between Monroe and Snohomish. Panthers with a big lead. And they increase that lead to 25 points at 52-27. Biggest lead of the game for the Panthers.
Snohomish hasn't lost any intensity at all, bringing players off the bench.
Next free throw, no good. Who's got it? Ball's rolling around. Finally grabbed by the Bearcats. Lincoln will bring it up to Keller. She'll hand it off to McGowan. 7 to shoot. Down low they go to Lincoln. Count the bucket, and she got fouled. So Adria Lincoln goes to the free throw line. Lincoln's a 6'1" junior for the Bearcats. And Paige Hampton picks up the foul, the 5'10" junior. Her first personal foul, third team foul. And free throw here for Lincoln. Good.
She is really smooth for being 6'1". She might still be growing.
Yep.
She's got a good future ahead of her.
As Snohomish works it here, Hampton, Gildersleeve Styles, double team there. We're going to have a hand check foul. I think kind of away from the basketball. And they're going to call Lincoln for the foul. That's going to be her second personal, third team. Hope Keller checks in, takes the place of Hallie Keller. Now Snohomish sends in Brooklyn Gildersleeve Styles. She's a sophomore.
Comes in for her sister. The whole sister act here for Snohomish.
Right, a couple of Gallatins, couple of Gildersleeve Styles.
Could you please say that fast about 5 times in a row?
Yeah. Paige Hampton with the foul, her second, fourth team foul on the Panthers, 3:41 to play. Snohomish up by 22. Lincoln. Give it to Lewis. That's Lewis with a runner that won't go. Rebound, Brooklyn Gildersleeve Styles. to Addison Gallatin. Slowly bring it across the timeline. All by herself, but it won't go for Lindsay McClellan. And Lincoln will bring it up for Monroe. They back down, puts it up, no good. And foul called here on the Snohomish Panthers.
Lincoln 6 for 7 from the line, so she's done well there.
And she'll visit there again. The foul is going to be called on Brooklyn Gildersleeve Stiles, her first personal foul, the 5th team foul. First free throw won't go for Lincoln. You jinxed her.
I opened my big trap.
Caitlin Paxton checks in now for the Bearcats. Lincoln, next one good. And it's 52-31 inside 3 minutes to play. They're working at left side. Elevate, 3 on the way, good. Lucy Kelso with the 3 ball. Much to the delight.
That's the 10th Panther to get into the scoring column in the game.
55-31. They dump it down low, putting it up off balance, no good. A miss there by Brooke Burrows, controlled by Snohomish. Here come the Panthers, coming up on 2:22 to play and a timeout called on the floor. And we'll step away with 2:23 to play in the game. It's 55-31. Snohomish up big over Monroe. Back with more right after this timeout.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
I think one of the fan favorites is checked in now. Tan Cora Larson is in. So it's pretty much, for Snohomish, he's used everybody. Ken Roberts has used everybody off the bench. Adria Lincoln still out there for the Bearcats. Hope Keller with the basketball. To Reese Bingham. Feed it down low, going in. Lincoln, no good. And there was a number that Ken Roberts had told us a couple of years ago when Maya Duchesne played 100 basketball games for the Snohomish Panthers. So played as a freshman. And what that means is it's 20 games in the regular season. Well, that's another whole season in 4 years in playoff games. That's how you get good. That's the Lake Stevens Vikings football team.
Yeah.
They played an extra, in the past decade, they played an extra season. Well, those freshmen and sophomores are getting deep into November, getting practice. Here's a turnaround jumper, rattles and goes. That's good by Brooklyn Gildersleeve Stiles, and it's 57-33, a minute 41 to go.
It's the 11th Panther to get into the scoring column.
Burrows. The ball nearly knocked away. Dump it down low, put it up too hard. On the underneath by Caitlin Paxton. Up the floor. Here come the Snohomish Panthers. A minute 15 to go. Paige Hampton back to the basket. Back out they go. They'll work her back down, putting up with the left hand won't go. A miss there by Brooklyn Gildersleeve Stiles. Grabbed down there by Bella Stitch. That one will go. Brooklyn Gildersleeve Stiles. Was she already in the scoring column? Yeah, she would have already been there. So we're at 11 now. Can we get to all 12? Down low, laying good. Adria Lincoln with the bucket, up and in.
Lincoln with 10 points in the fourth quarter. 19 for the game.
As they're working the ball. And we're going to have a pushing foul here. I think with Todd, I know that whoever we're going to pick has already been a player of the game. But who do you think, Bill?
Well, I think Gallatin was leading scorer with 20 points, but she just pinpoint passing and was just totally pesky on the defensive end.
Yeah. She's got to be our adrenaline fundraising player of the game. When you've got a star player that's on her way to play in college, that's going to happen. But she's not all by herself. (59-35), 5.2. Keegan Stitch, of course, was a football player. His sister Bella Stitch playing here. We talked about Ulrich. Lots of history. Jumper, the offline won't go, and that will be that. And we will take a break, come back and talk with our player of the game. And we'll do that with Ella Gallatin coming up here in just a moment. We'll take a break. 59-35 the final. The Snohomish Panthers defeat the Monroe Bearcats, and we'll come back with our post-game wrap-up right after this timeout.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
And welcome back. Final score 59-35. The Snohomish Panthers defeat the Monroe Bearcats. And Ella Gallatin, you're always up here. You're always the player of the game. You love the game of basketball, don't you?
Yep, love it.
What's the best part?
I think just getting to play with my friends, and we've played together for so long, so it's just super fun. And my sister, too.
Who have you played with the longest on the team?
Cheyenne Rogers,
I bet you they played since they were little kids,
like
right?
First grade. So.
Well, I'd like to know, you had a little bit of a tough time shooting from outside, but talk about the break. You guys really run that to perfection.
Yeah, we practiced it a lot, definitely, and we're just working on pushing the ball this year because we think we have an advantage in speed. So.
And we talked about it on radio the other night, but let's talk about it here on STSPN.com. Goals down the road, not for you. You're going to play at Eastern. That's all set.
Yeah.
What's the goals for the Snohomish Panthers?
I think our goal is to play the last day of state and get some hardware. So.
That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Yep, definitely.
Put your mark on the Panthers.
Oh, yeah.
Talk a little bit about Coach Roberts. He's been around forever. He's always impressed me, not only developing players, but developing young people as well. Talk a little bit about Coach Roberts.
Yeah, my favorite part about him is he doesn't just care about the basketball. He really cares about us as people, and he always says, like, basketball is not for forever, but being a good person is, so.
And you know that 11 players scored for you guys?
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep. Couldn't get the 12th in there, though.
I know. We tried.
We'll try it next time. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There you go. That's our player of the game, Ella Gallatin. We'll get a picture with the shirt here coming up, and we'll run down the scoring of the ball game again. Today's game brought to you in part by McDaniel's Do It Best, by Fred's Rivertown Ale House, by Airfield Espresso, American Family Insurance, and Sally Petty from Monroe. GS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, by Gene Johnson Plumbing, by the Washington Officials Association. And again, our player of the game, sponsored by Adrenaline Fundraising, our player of the game. And thanks again to those folks. And again, a big shout out to Seattle Hill Dentistry and Dr. Kwong N. Hong up on Seattle Hill for all of your dental needs. And Bill's quickly adding up the scoring. And who do you got?
Okay, For Monroe, they were led by Adria Lincoln. She had 19 points, 6 points for Casey Lewis, 4 points for Cassidy Scott, 2 points apiece for Eden Moore, Brooke Burrows, and Hallie Keller. For the Snohomish Panthers, they were led by Ella Gallatin. She had 20 points. Cheyenne Rogers had 12. 2 points for Brianna Ulrich, 2 points for Lindsay McClellan, 3 points for Lucy Kelso, 4 points for Brooklyn Gildersleeve Stiles, 4 points for Jada Andreessen, 2 points for Addison Gallatin, 4 points for Catherine Green, 3 points for Tyler Gildersleeve Stiles, and 3 points for Paige Hampton.
There you go. That is it. Thanks for being with us on this Friday night here on STSPN.com. For Todd Elvig and Sarah Elvig, for Bill Kusler, I'm Tom Lafferty, reminding you tonight's final score from the Keith Gilbertson Senior Sports and Fitness Center at Snohomish High School. The Snohomish Panthers 59, the Monroe Bearcats 35. Good night, everybody. Did it add up?
I'm trying to figure that out. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.